So here's the huge aha moment. So number one, anxiety is an alarm. Number two, your anxiety is from a moment where you feel separate. Okay? You could feel separate from yourself. You could be walking into a huge presentation at a venture capital firm and you feel separate from the people that are now going to watch the presentation. So you start to feel that wave and that on edge, that alarm go off, right? Mm-hmm. And the alarm is designed to get you to wake up because you need something in that moment. And here's the kicker. I always thought that anxiety was about what's wrong. Okay? Anxiety is the little Lewis saying, hey, I need a little reassurance right now. Hey, I need a little love right now. That's all that it is. And when you can teach yourself in moments where the alarm goes off, Lewis, to not race up to your head and start negotiating, it's going to be fine. These venture capital people are going to love you. That helps on some level to be like, no, I'm excited to do this. I got this, to coach yourself through it. But if you really want to transform your experience of life, go from the shoulders down. Notice that there's an alarm going off. Then I want you to realize it's the little you saying, I feel a little nervous right now. Could you just tell me I'm going to be okay? Mm-hmm. And I've gotten to the point where I can just put my hand right here, find the spot that feels right for you, and literally give yourself a little love, as stupid as that sounds. And that alarm goes off. Mm-hmm. It's freaking nuts. Every day, you are going to experience moments where that alarm goes off. Because every single day in life, there is something that will trigger insecurity or feeling separate. You know, one example I can give you that's really simple is I was invited to a little party in my new community. And it may be odd to people to hear this, but even though I'm extroverted, I still get nervous when I walk into any kind of networking meeting or any kind of room with a lot of people in it where I'm going to have to introduce myself. There is an experience of feeling separate from everybody. And so even walking into a small gathering at somebody's house where I know everybody, the point of which is for me to get to know people better, walking in, I could feel the alarm going off. And having just learned what I learned, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'm feeling this noticeable separation. And all I need to do is be like, oh, you got this. It's okay that you feel a little nervous. You can take a breath. You can walk in there when you're ready. It's going to be good. Giving myself exactly what I needed, which was a little love and reassurance, it completely went away.
Right. It's powerful.
It's really powerful because I think most of us that experience waves of anxiety hate it. I hate it. I'm like, I hate this. Get rid of this. Why do I have to be out? I'm going to have anxiety forever.
Sure.
And the truth is that yes, you need talk therapy. Yes, you need to use the 5-second rule and interrupt the habit of worrying. And yes, you need to reprogram a different way of talking to yourself. And yes, you need to go and high five the mirror, which by the way is also neck up, because you're taking a physical action that then triggers new programming up here. But it all begins with an alarm in the body. So if you want to heal this, you have to start to go neck down. Mm-hmm. You need to start to learn how to, in those moments, not be annoyed or scared of the alarm, but to actually turn toward it. The alarm of anxiety is telling you that there is something missing right now for you. And what's missing is a feeling of safety and a feeling of deep connection with self. That's all that's missing. And so when you reframe it as a way to let love in, and that it is a way to let love in from yourself, you start to change the way that your body experiences moments that trigger you from childhood. And so I think so much of what I am trying to put out into the world is this notion that everything needs to start with addressing these feelings that we have. Like for me, you want to change your life, there is a very simple formula that's not easy to do. You need to take action before you feel like it. You need to take the actions that the person that has what you really want and deserve in your life, you need to take the same type of actions before you feel like that person. You must act first, period. That's how you change. When it comes to healing your body and when it comes to anxiety, you have to, instead of running away from it or numbing it, because the anxiety feeling is triggering you to grab the alcohol. It's triggering you to get very busy and start running errands, or it's triggering you to turn on the TV or hit the vape pen or hit the joint or whatever. And that feeling could be boredom. It could be a sense of overwhelm. It could be insecurity. Like, because think about what happens. Let's take the example of you're dating and somebody hasn't texted you in a day. They left you unread, like you start to get that wave. The alarm goes off. Because what do you need? You need some love and reassurance. But what we do instead is, you see that you're still unread and you grab the vape pen. That is you dealing with your anxiety in a destructive way. What do? You start scrolling through social media, which makes you insecure. That is you trying to distract yourself or numb or whatever, this uncomfortable feeling that you don't know how to deal with. When really that feeling requires one action. Love. Love from self.